Hello, welcome back to the channel of Motorbike Nonsense. Just a quick vlog that was going to be about why I bought my MT10 SP, because I realised it's not really been seen in daylight on the channel since I picked it up. But yeah, why did I buy a Yamaha MT10 SP? Well, that's it, video over. No, today it's just a vlog. We're going to talk about life, the universe, and my favourite season for biking, which is here, which is autumn. And yeah, we'll get on with it. It's just a quick ride to freshen the old brain and get used to my new bike. I've done 250 miles on it, 232.5 actually, since I picked it up. I've only had it 3 weeks. That's actually pretty good going for me at the moment. I've not booked any press bikes in for a while, deliberately, so I can get used to this. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get used to this. This bike is so fast. It's down on power compared to all of its rivals on paper, as I think I said in the review. 166 horsepower at the crank. I think it's more like 140 at the wheels. But that feels really exciting on this bike. The cross-blade engine sounds amazing. It drives forward really hard. And I'm falling in love with this. The more I ride this bike, the more I'm convinced I made the right choice to switch away from an adventure bike and buy a naked, a super naked. People will argue with me if I call the Yamaha MT10 a super naked, but I'm going to go there. I think it's a super naked. And if you're new to the channel, you probably don't know, I used to have a KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. I had that for 18 months because I just fancied an adventure bike, and that was an exciting adventure bike. But now I've got a naked or a super naked in the garage instead of an adventure bike. I'm just so much happier. I'm going out for more rides. I'm just really loving the way it handles, the way it sounds, the way it accelerates. And I know adventure bikes are the big thing, and I presume they will be forever and ever until we all die out. But having lived with an adventure bike, it was crushingly good, and sensible me would never have replaced it, certainly not with super naked. But I don't know, adventure bikes are good and all, they're brilliant, there are lots of very, very good, competent, sporty ones, but it's still a little bit like an SUV. This isn't. Yeah, I've driven lots of very fast, sporty SUVs, things like BMW X5M, Lamborghini Urus, hell, like the Alfa Stelvio Quadrifoglio is a very sporty feeling SUV. They handle really well. They give you quite a lot of driving dynamics and thrills. You can skid them in car parks, is what I really mean when I say things like that. And yet, when you get out of a 600 horsepower SUV and into, say, a 300-400 horsepower hot hatch or super saloon or sports car, you think, oh yeah, that was good. It was good for an SUV. And I think that's where I'm at now with adventure bikes. They are very good for adventure bikes, and that's not really denigrating them, because adventure bikes, I think I'd be faster cross country on one of those than on this, but this feels more fun. So that's kind of what I'm getting at when I say this is more like a sports car. Adventure bikes are more like SUVs. But anyway, we're getting along very, very well, me and the MT10. Famously, I've usually got it in the comfiest suspension mode, the most aggressive throttle response, which is power mode 1. And that is a bit like my old KTM's rally mode, and it does surprise wheelies and all the rest of it. And actually, it's scaring me a little bit, which I think is good. I think it's good. That means I'm going to grow into this bike. I was never really that terrified of my KTM, but the way this thing builds power is, well, it's intoxicating. If you've owned inline 4, there isn't really anything quite like it, is there? So yeah, I'm madly in love with this. It's making me feel like a new biker again. I think that's because I started on nakeds, but I also feel like I'm slightly relearning riding after spending so long on adventure bikes. And by and large, most of the bikes I end up riding for the channel, for the review, for work, are adventure bikes, because that's what's popular at the moment. So yeah, it feels naughty, it feels different, but at the same time, this MT10 has got such a nice broad spread of appeal. It's like a sexy vicar that does lap dancing at the weekends, but also can come around and plumb in a new sink. It just can do everything, and that's what I'm excited about next year. being able to go touring on it because it's comfortable. It's got, look, it's got cruise control. No, that's not cruise control, that's the speed limiter. I'm still learning, I think I need to be in fourth. There you go, it's got cruise control, and it's, yeah, got some really comfy suspension modes, but it's also an angry bastard when you want it to be. So yeah, still in the honeymoon period, admittedly. I'm sure I will find some things I don't like about it. And actually in 236 miles I have found one thing that I'm not so keen on, that I didn't know about before I bought it, and that is the indicators. They fall off a bit. When I put a cover on this bike, I think I keep knocking the left-hand indicator because it kind of falls out, and I think it's only really held in by a rubber ring, quite a stiff rubber gasket that goes around it. And when I handed back that Yamaha Tracer 9 GT, which you haven't seen the review of yet because I've been lazy editing it, the indicator fell off that as well. So I think Yamaha, you need to sort your indicator fixings out, because that's twice now I've knocked them off. But other than that, the only other things are the mirrors don't go out far enough, and the fuel gauge is a bit rubbish because it goes full, then half, then a third, then a quarter, then zero. It doesn't go smoothly in between them, it suddenly jerks down. It's like, oh, I am out of fuel. But hey, everyone told me the Yamaha MT10 would be very, very inefficient and a bit rubbish, and I wouldn't be able to go very far. So far I'm averaging just under 40 mpg, which doesn't seem that bad really, and I don't care. I didn't buy this bike to measure fuel economy. I'm not commuting on it, I don't really give a hoot. I just want to go fast and make nice noises. But anyway, enough about the bike. Hopefully you'll be seeing more of this over the coming months. And I say the coming months because we're now in autumn. It's the start of October, it's a sunny day, and I couldn't be happier because this is, as I said at the start of the video, just my favourite time to get out on the bike. All of the summer knobheads, sorry if you're one of them, have gone away, and this isn't me being like, oh, fair weather bikers can do one. I'm not being that snobbish. It's just all the people that go up and down the roads near me with straight pipes, then sit in Riker's cafe blipping their throttles like they're about to start a MotoGP race. All those people have gone away now. But look at it, it's about 20 degrees, it's going to be 24 degrees this weekend, which admittedly is freakishly warm for this time of year, but I've got some dry roads to hoon on, and they're pretty quiet as well. But it's also a beautiful season. I love the turning of the leaves, and here I go getting all artsy fartsy. I'm going to lose all my motorbike subscribers. I just think it's a lovely time of the year. I run very hot, so often in summer with motorbike clothes on I am just too hot, but I've got a t-shirt under this leather jacket, that's it. I'm wearing my Kevy J's, my Kevlar jeans, that's what I'm trying to get cool people to call them, and under perfect temperature. Now I do realise it's going to start getting wet and cold and miserable, but for now it's perfect. It's just perfect. I'm not going to put heated grips on this. I've decided I can't be bothered. What I'm going to do is do what lots of people in the comments told me last year and get heated gloves. And Furigan, who kindly sent me this jacket to wear, have got some battery powered heated gloves in their range, which apparently can last a few hours, which is all I really need in winter because I don't go touring or anything or commuting. God, it's bumpy. And I'm going to try and borrow a pair of those and see what they're like, and then hopefully have roasty toasty hands on every bike that I ride. Other mods, I feel like a bit of a chav for saying this, bit of a ne'er-do-well, but I think I'm going to decat this bike. And I'm only 2 birthdays away from being 40, I should be growing up, but this thing makes such a good noise, and I've heard so many good stories about decatting it and getting it remapped that I just kind of want to do it. And apparently it's not that antisocial, because the decat link pipe, basically there's no cats in the headers of this bike or the stop can, it's all in the middle section, which you can easily replace for the princely sum of £180 for a Leo Vince link pipe, which does have a resonator chamber in it, so it's not completely straight through. So you fit that for 180 quid, keep stock headers, which are titanium, they're going blue, it's very nice, keep the stock end can, which is straight through like a channel tunnel, let's say, and then just get it remapped for a couple of £100, and apparently that just opens up the mid-range exponentially, and you get more power everywhere, more torque, more noise, etc, etc. So yeah, that is on the cards. I'm going to get used to it as is for now, because it's still terrifyingly fast, but I just want a little bit more noise, maybe some occasional burbles on the overruns. I don't mean a pops and bangs, man. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a rude boy bike, this. It probably doesn't doesn't fit me as a person, but I don't care. I absolutely love it, and I might just do that anyway. So yeah, that's the only real mod I've got planned, and that's only an early next year thing. And then I'm going to get a comfort seat. That's very boring to talk about, sorry, but you know, the seat on this is a bit hard. And also apparently comfort seat raises the seat height up by about half an inch, which I always welcome because I'm tall. And then I'm just going to ride the thing. Well, I am still riding the thing. I can't even be asked to put a tail tidy on it because I know I'll get crap up my back, and I don't really care what the bike looks like. So yeah, I think I'm in the minority on that one. But anyway, I have a question for you. The next topic is something I was chatting to some of my motorbike friends about the other day. One of them may or may not have just got a job running one of the UK's bigger motorbike websites. I'll leave it at that. But he wants to get a bike, like a cheapish bike, and we were debating what to get. I have no idea where I am. Let me go swim. For about £3 grand, maybe 4, if you wanted a biggish capacity bike that was touring friendly, commuting friendly, a little bit sporty, what would you get? What would you get? My mind immediately, because I'm biased on these things, went to a Honda Blackbird because I used to have one and I loved it. But then there are also quite a few other good options. Things like, do you remember the old Sprint ST, the 1050 with the kind of pointy nose? Can't do that over that bit of road. Pointy nose. You can get them really cheap as well. My dad had a couple of those. I think the Sprag clutches went on them, but once they were fixed, it was a good bike, and they made a great noise. In fact, that's what made me do my direct access with my dad. No, so fast. Sorry. When my dad had one, he took me out on the back of it when I was home from university one summer, and he did an accidental power wheel off a roundabout with me on the back, so he wasn't used to having a slightly over hormonal 20-something on the back. And that point I thought I need to learn how to do this myself. So yeah, Sprint ST, not a Sprint GT, they were rubbish. Or maybe a Sprint RS, something a bit characterful, maybe longish wheelbase. Someone please say Hayabusa, because I'd love him to buy Hayabusa as his first bike back into biking. But yeah, leave your suggestions down below and I shall pass them on to my friend. Let's call him Matt, because that's his real name, and I'm going to force him into buying a bike over the winter and then come touring with it next year. But yeah, speaking of touring as well, I know I keep promising this, I went on a little bit of a tour earlier this year on a BMW M1000R, and there's going to be a video series coming out this winter, over Christmas probably, on that. I've not even started the edit. I've got drone footage, I've got lots of proper camera footage, I've got me walking around World War I trenches and trying to know what the hell I'm talking about, and it's going to be great. It's just not going to be here for a while. Anyway, I love the quick shift on this. Look at this road. God, some council's got some money. This is billiard ball smooth. Shame it's a 40. Oh, lovely M2. That generation BMW M2, well, the first generation BMW M2 before the competition, is the car I've come closest to writing off as a press car. I nearly reversed one into a signpost at about 30-40 miles an hour doing a reverse drag race with Matt Watson at Carwell back in the day. It was, I got out the car shaking because I missed it by about that much, and I was quite early in my career and I probably would have lost my job. Well, I did lose my job in the end, but not for that. This should be a 60. Oh no, look at this. Right, next quick topic for this vlog, now my bike is a bit wet and dirty, oh no, is some cleaning product stuff. This is boring. Don't come back. Come back. I'll make it inappropriate and filthy. So next time you need to wipe the baby oil off the backside of your lover, may I recommend these wipes I've been sent. They're by Vulcanet. This is not an ad. They're not paying me to say this. They just sent me them. Vulcanet. They're a French company that make these basically baby wipes, and they come in a big pot with a microfiber cloth in the lid, and you just wipe your motorbike down with them and it removes everything, not the paint or the lacquer, it removes all the crap off them, and then you just buff it with the microfiber cloth. And if you haven't got a hose that you can get near to your bike, which I don't, it is 110% more fun than cleaning your bike with a watering can. It's they're pretty good. So yeah, they're Vulcanet wipes. I think they're a bit expensive, but they're on Sports Bike Shop. You can go and find them there. And yeah, it's a lazy way to clean your bike, which I'm all for, because I like minimal effort things. So look at this, the beautiful part of the world. That one's for sale. That's probably £1.5 million knowing this area. I will never get tired of that cross-playing noise. This road's quite bumpy. I know where we are. I always do this. I did a massive burnout in BMW's Heritage Fleet M5 back there once. Probably frowned upon. Anyway, there we go. I want to know what your plans are for this autumn for motorbiking. Are you going to go to Motorcycle Live? I want to know. I'm going to be there on Media Day. Look, someone on S1000RR on the second week of October in a t-shirt, not even a leather jacket. I wouldn't recommend that. But hey, at least it's sunny. Maybe he's nicked it, I don't know. But yes, are you going to Motorcycle Live? I'm going to be there on the Monday, on the Media Day. So if you see me, come and say hi, or just punch me. No, please don't punch me, you'll get removed and you'll make me sad. I've got enough people punching me in the comments at the moment on my car channel. Apparently, I misgendered someone. I misgendered someone who had the username Mark. And I accidentally referred to him as a he. Sorry, referred to her as a he, and apparently it's actually a female. So sorry, Mark, the lady. I got confused. But anyway, I got into loads of shit on my YouTube channel on the car side of things. I just can't make a good video apparently, which is fair enough. But anyway, I'm gonna draw this bad video to an end. Leave me a nice comment to perk me back up, because it's been a bit shit. And I shall see you next time for another vlog. Maybe a Tracer 9 review, maybe something else. I don't know. Goodbye. Oh, and just remember, you're awesome. Thank you for watching this, I really appreciate it. Can you get your mum to watch as well and get her to subscribe? I wouldn't want my mum watching this, frankly. I think my dad watches, and that's terrifying enough when I get a message from him saying, so about that video you just posted on your YouTube channel.